Hello, I'm MBXSoyCat, and whether you love it or hate it, one of the things you definitely can't accuse Minecraft Bedrock of being is a perfectly bug-free game. You just got Bedrock. In fact, it is the major Minecraft version which crashes and goes through issues on the most regular basis. Oh god, what is happening to me? Okay, that's good. That's good. This is correct logic. And although I love the game regardless, it's something I wanted to talk about and show off in today's video because we did go through 50 small bugs in Minecraft fairly recently. Silent Whisper put those together as the bug rock expert, and as a result I kind of asked, hey, wouldn't it be kind of cool to go through 5 major bugs Minecraft has, 5 huge bugs that people should know about, and that's something we've put together today, except it's actually 6 major bugs because the 5 major bug world happen to have a little bonus bug with all of these chunks that just deloaded in between him sending it and me loading it. So yeah, here is a Minecraft bug world put together by Silent Whisperer. He's going to be showing us a bunch of Minecraft's most interesting bugs. And yeah, if you enjoy this video, I really do recommend you check out Silent Whisperer, not only because he does a bug rock series where he talks about Minecraft Bedrock's biggest bugs, when they're fixed, and all these sorts of fun details about them. Like, I mean, again, there's just so many of them, it can be hard to keep up, but Silent Whisperer does. But also, he's one of Minecraft Bedrock's best technical players, arguably the best, you might be able to say. And yeah, if you want to see things like raid farms, iron golem farms, you know, even wither skeleton farms using a weird stray bug that exists in the game, he has the all those sorts of things on his channel, and you can check him out right there. Thank you, Silent. He's a good friend of the channel for putting this together. But let's go through Minecraft Bedrock's biggest bugs, and let's talk about the biggest, weirdest, and coolest bugs on the Bedrock edition. And you know what? He hopes I enjoy. I hope you enjoy, and the best is going to be last. So there's a little hook for you. But let's dive straight into the very first one right here. So before I can even show you the first bug, I've accidentally found another one in this world because the bee spawn egg seems to have this weird texture issue when you move it from your inventory to your hotbar. So yeah, we found another random Minecraft bug. Before we even talk about the Minecraft bugs in the world, which is meant to be about them, because hey, did you know when you rapidly mine blocks, they should appear very quickly soon afterwards, also known as block lag, or MCPE 48914. All of these bugs are known by Mojang and are in some phase of being fixed. A couple of these will be fixed in the next update, but a lot of them are just so complex and big that it's unlikely they'll be fixed too soon. But you can see how when we mine blocks, they temporarily reappear sometimes, and the more we break blocks, especially if we do it instantly, the more that reappearing tends to happen. If you do this while you're on a multiplayer server, if you do this while you've got other people on your same connection, this becomes even more of an issue than just the temporary block issue, where again the block appears and reappears soon afterwards. And yeah, although this isn't one of the video bugs I'm counting for this video because it is one that you mostly won't experience in single player, it's a huge issue for multiplayer worlds. But you know what else? You know what's an issue for a single player world? Do you know what's an issue for me personally, and that I'm glad Silent Whisper brought up right here? It's the fact that the Ender Dragon's breath is an insta-kill even when using notch apples. Even being the final boss on This Just Is Broken also affects speedruns. Yeah, see, he knows the reference that we have to accept. This is... Okay, it's fine, it's fine. Okay. Where is it? This is MCPE 40,344, and yeah, the dragon also regenerates health when you die, which is a super frustrating, you know, thing that might be intentional. But what's definitely not intentional is the fact that the dragon can hit you even through Minecraft's strongest gear. Let's have full diamond on right now. Let's use an enchanted golden apple. This is Minecraft's strongest single item. That's basically too rare to, you know, like it can't be crafted anymore because it's too powerful in that way. Let's have a totem of dying on us. Let's eat an enchanted golden apple, and let's show you how even 2 of Minecraft's strong, in fact, the very 2 strongest buffs you can have in Minecraft together are not enough to survive an Ender Dragon acid attack. By the way, another big bug right here is the fact that Minecraft's End and Nether, for some reason, sometimes take just a minute to get into. Like that. Why have those chunks not loaded? How is this such a frequent issue? Anyway, so the way to show this bug off most effectively, because bear in mind, we're playing with full diamond armor, most things don't damage us, and that's how it should be. We got this super strong diamond armor set, and most things don't damage you very much. Even, you know, like super strong bosses won't be able to do too much for that. However, the End Dragon, However, the End Dragon has 2 types of acid. One she fires while she's down there, that does actually have... Oh my god, that does actually have a fair cooldown, just like this. It deals 1.5 hearts of damage every single, you know, like attack reset, basically every single second. She has a chance to deal more damage. However, let me show you something fascinating. Can I complain about the dragon's noise? I feel like it's only fair. that we should be able to do that. However, allow me to show you the second type of dragon acid attack, because while the dragon is flying around, sometimes she fires acid at you. Not only is this acid sometimes invisible, which is super frustrating by itself, that it just doesn't appear, not only will the dragon regenerate her health if you leave the end dimension and come back, but also when she does fire this stuff, again, look how much damage the dragon did by physically hitting me. She is a big girl, but when this end acid hits, you know, how is the end so buggy that I can't even show off this bug? You know, oh, there we go, it's hit over there. So this right here, even if we have an enchanted golden apple and a totem of undying, bear in mind, we have both those things together. When we stand in here, it attacks us 3 times a second. As you can see, this means it's strong enough to actually hit us through this frequently enough. Again, more than any other Minecraft attack can. It breaks the rules of Minecraft with regards to how many times you're meant to be able to be hit per second. And also, it's invisible, would you like me to remind you? Again, same with this acid over here. Okay, just look at that. It managed to kill me. The Totem of Undying activated, but even with the massive regeneration you get from the Totem of Undying, it still wasn't enough to save me, and that is ludicrous that anything in Minecraft should be able to kill you through the 2 strongest buffs in the game combined while wearing diamond armor. And in case, by the way, the building terrain bug where it takes forever to come back, guess what? That's happened here as well. But once we add in the fact that, like, oh yeah, but you know, when you're playing on hard difficulty, you expect that, right? No, this wasn't on hard difficulty. This was on... well, never mind. But the fact that that can happen on any difficulty, and the fact that this has happened to us frequently on easy difficulty, because again, 3 attacks per second, it doesn't matter what difficulty you're on, that is going to be enough to wreck you through any series of buffs. Again, maybe you think that's fair, maybe you think the dragon should be that powerful, but it shouldn't be that powerful unintentionally, and it is a well-known bug that they're trying to go through. So yeah, Minecraft, you know, Edition has so many bugs when it comes to the end. This is why it's a big bug, because all of those bugs combine to make the end dragon fight, which is already meant to be slightly harder on Bedrock, a lot harder on Bedrock, and I'm not a big fan of it. I agree with these 2 sideways dashes, these greater than signs that indicate that I am annoyed with something. I agree with you there, Silent Whisperer. Speaking of bugs that annoy me, this one is really close to my heart because weird monoliths generate throughout the world. Monoliths can be made out of any block in the area, including bedrock, sometimes only visible to the player or made of real blocks. Very hard to reproduce and make happen. This is one of the reasons why it's such a hard bug to fix, but something about MCPE 55,092, bear in mind that means there's 55,091 bugs that came before this one. This is something I have personally experienced in my world. It was in a Let's Play episode. I just saw this appear near the bank and it's like, oh, I have to fix that now. As soon as I got close to it, it magically vanished. Again, super weird that it can exist in Minecraft. Super hard to diagnose because it is so rare. And it's funny because 1.14 or 1.13, we're not sure which of the 2 updates. One of those updates added in this monolith bug that is very hard to track down. And as a result, it hasn't been fixed and isn't very easy to fix in upcoming Minecraft updates. I find that to be a fascinating one because, again, if it is this level of rare, how can you fix it? It actually does make sense that it's super hard, but it's also very frustrating that, like, this appears non-stop all over Minecraft worlds, and you might have experienced it yourself, the huge monoliths. But you know what also is huge? And when it comes to Minecraft terrain, because when Minecraft generates those there, worst case, you destroy them. Best case, they just vanish by themselves. It's annoying to look at. It feels terrifying, but you know what's way worse than something feeling terrifying? If we head over to the next one, which is corruption lines spawning throughout the world on large multiplayer worlds, deleting and resetting everything in their path. Corruption lines go from the very south of the world all the way north, often leaving vast amounts of void in the overworld. MCPE 58,514. So this right here is what this looks like. It just destroys chunks in a north to south basis, even if you have your builds. In fact, this is going to go through your builds because it goes through something you have explored in your world. This is huge, and it looks like it's a visual issue, but no, you actually can jump in the void and you can actually die as a result of this, meaning that not only will you die, but all of your stuff will be lost as well. Again, not only can you lose all of your work in a particular chunk line, but also you can die with no way to recover from it. I mean, the only real benefit is the fact that, like, oh yeah, I mean, once if you really want to, you can build across this easier. I spent, like, you know, a whole 3 hours destroying chunks in my Minecraft world. Must be cool to get this done for free. Except no, I think most people would disagree with that. Most people would find their entire, you know, their thing they work work so long on being destroyed to be super frustrating. This is something that is very high priority to fix in my opinion, and the fact that it only affects multiplayer worlds is the reason you might be so lucky not to have it. But if you have a very large multiplayer world, make backups because this can happen at any time. Minecraft Bedrock, you know, it's a risky game to play in some ways. You have to manage those risks though. Thinking that like, oh yeah, I'll never have a game-breaking bug. It makes sense until you have 5 dragons spawn in your overworld. It makes sense until you're instant end-asted into the void, or it makes sense until you have a chunk destruction going through your thing, or even worse, you can have your world be deleted via corruptions. These things do happen. Make regular backups of your world. You can do that by making copies of it in the world creation thing. You can do that by backing up onto a realm. But if you are leaving your world out there, this is something that can happen to you at any time, and that would suck. Also, the way we can see like the chunks sometimes but not others, again, it's just a really weird example of this bug that maybe you enjoy. But you know what you might also enjoy, because this is an old style Minecraft Bedrock world. Again, Minecraft Bedrock starts as Minecraft Pocket Edition. That's actually why if you look at all of the bug names, they say MCPE. And it's a pretty cool feature most of the time, but it has its own bugs as well, including one of my favorite ones because, hey, here is the world border for a Minecraft old-size world. It's meant to be a hard border, and you can see how for me it is a hard border, but blocks, mobs, and a lot of other things can cross over into it, and they can even spawn over there, like this drowned, like this squid, and like these salmon who, I mean... Can you disagree with these salmon? I don't think you can. This is beautiful to look at, as you can see. And you know what the salmon say? The salmon say subscribing is a good thing. Again, subscribe both to me and subscribe to Silent Whisperer to see more ridiculous Minecraft Bedrock bugs. Because, hey, if you can explore outside the border if you really want to. All you gotta do is have a piston. You gotta push yourself repeatedly till you're outside the world. And now you can see you are outside the Minecraft world. You can't even get yourself back in, by the way. You just have to accept that you're out here now. And yeah, this is crazy that this can happen. Yeah, because again, it's meant to be a hard border. There shouldn't be anything else out here. But as I've discovered in my worlds, that is something that is not true. Also, yeah, it's so weird the way like the world either exists or doesn't. And yeah, this is just one of the handling issues of old style worlds that isn't very well dealt with. I think limited size Minecraft worlds are actually a great idea in some ways, but also they're a really scary idea in lots of others. So yeah, this doesn't just work for mobs. It doesn't just work for you, the player, perhaps the ultimate mob, you could argue. It works for pretty much anything else. Blocks can be even pulled from beyond the border, so you can store secrets over there. So here are some sticky pistons. Over there we have some blocks, and here we can see here they have, here we go. Also, because on Minecraft Bedrock you can drag chests with pistons, as you can see, here is a chest being dragged from outside the world. And what's that? A spawning up an ocelot egg? Yeah, you better believe there is. Here's, 3 ocelots. How did that happen? How did 3 spawn from that one egg? Is that meant to happen? Also, one of them immediately ran out into the outside of the world. Again, they can just run out there. I don't know why I can't. But yeah, weird features in Minecraft. This is a thing you can experience all the time in old-style worlds. And you might say, well, it's an old-style world. It's a weird type of thing you might want to play. But if you're playing Minecraft Bedrock, you want to take advantage of the Minecraft Bedrock exclusive features, right? Maybe like this next bug. In fact, the last one, which we like to call End Over. A beautiful bug that allows you to get the overworld skies in the end dimension. Sadly, cannot be produced on old size worlds. We'll have to go over to a different world to show you this one. So the End Over is a bug that allows you to have overworld skies in the end dimension. A beautiful bug with amazing views. It's a very hard bug to reproduce, kind of like the previous one. However, if you just go in and out of the end enough, you should be able to get this done. So this lever is going to take us into the end every time we leave. We're going to leave the end and then we're going to come back. And we're going to do this repeatedly until the bug happens to spawn. Again, you can see how it's almost happening all this time already, where like the overworld is appearing just as we go back over there. But if we do this enough, eventually the end will load in with the overworld's, kind of skybox. Hey! That took forever. But we did it. We have now got the end, but for some reason, with the overworld skies. Even the moon. Does the moon change position in the sky? Oh my god, yeah, you can actually have the moon and the sun actually change position as this happens too. That is pretty wacky. Anyway, let's grab ourselves a nice elytra, shall we? And let me show you what the end overworld looks like. Again, this is one of the most fascinating Minecraft bugs, in my opinion, because of the fact that it creates this... Again, it makes the end look like it is just a sand dimension floating in the sky above the normal one, which to some extent is maybe how it is. Again, the end dimension's background is so much of what defines the end as a lore, in terms of Again, everyone imagines it to be this weird place that you kind of go to, but what if it is kind of like a heaven? It's based on the Aether dimension in terms of its generation. You know, Minecraft was going to add an Aether, but then they used the world gen to make the End Islands. Maybe this is heaven. Maybe heaven is you defeat a dragon, and if you defeat the dragon well enough, you come back to Earth, and if you don't, then I'm not actually sure what would happen if you don't, but you know, Minecraft lore, basically true. Honestly, I think I like the way it looks during the day even better, like sunset, dawn, they're pretty great, but just daytime flying around the end is a very bizarre experience. Flying through the clouds in a dimension where there is nothing, because again, between the End Island and the the main one and the outer ones, you don't see anything. It's a very weird thing. And then when you do see at the very edge of that, like, oh yeah, those are the End Islands, they look super bizarre and super strange. And the fact that this is very much the real end, I'm gonna get real loot that I can use in my real survival world if this happens to happen. Again, it took me like 20 attempts for this to just happen. By default, but the fact that this can just randomly happen 1 every 20 to 50 times. Actually, wait, I think we tried more like 50 times, but the fact that 1 in every 50 times or so this might just happen to you is amazing in my opinion. Obviously, you can increase and decrease your chances by going in rapidly or by not, but it's still just such a beautiful thing to see. Look at this. We are flying through the end like it's the overworld, and this is actually the kind of note I want to leave on today's video. Myself and Silent Whisper both agree that Minecraft Bedrock is a very buggy game. Again, he even coined the term, which I quite like, which is bug rock, because again, Minecraft Bedrock is the buggiest version of Minecraft, and a lot of people dislike it for that reason, and it's fairly valid to do so. Again, I would prefer a Minecraft without bugs, but the thing about the Minecraft bugs is some of them are game-breaking and need to be fixed immediately, like Monoliths, like the End Dragon, like all these other things, but also Minecraft Bedrock breaks in wonderful ways sometimes. So many of Minecraft Bedrock's weirdest and most fascinating features are because a developer just decided to try around, play around something, and then kept the resulting feature. Again, so many weird Minecraft Bedrock exclusives aren't really exclusives that were planned, but just kind of happened, and they decided to keep. And that is a beautiful way to develop a game. Maybe arguably not the way to develop the world's biggest game, but it leads to some of the most fascinating developments that you can have in Minecraft. Minecraft Bug Rock, Minecraft Bedrock is a game which, both myself and Silent Whisper enjoyed playing despite all of the flaws, because it does have many things going for it. It's this fascinating version of Minecraft that everyone plays, but no one truly understands. Again, no matter how much you dive into it, no matter how much you want to understand the game, it's just an enigma wrapped in a mystery, and that is actually kind of a beautiful thing in some ways, because there's always more to discover. Minecraft is a game about discovery, and on the Java edition, some people discovered everything a long time ago. It's just about how fast they can build it. Like, oh yeah, when you build a new world, how fast can you get your iron farm, your this and your that? But with Minecraft Bedrock, there's a lot of spawn mechanics that are in place to try and stop those things, and working around those limitations, working around those bugs, those mechanics, can be really fun in its own way, and that's something a lot of people do enjoy. Trying to avoid the dragon's attacks in the current version, where she spews end acid, which is invisible and basically insta-kills you, is a terrifying but pretty fun challenge in some ways. I do enjoy doing it, and obviously I'm not going to convert anyone with this video. I just want to kind of mention that, like, yeah, Minecraft Bedrock is a beautiful game, and I hope this video teaches you why. It's broken, it needs to be fixed, we need to have priority on that, but can you blame the developers for being torn between fixing the 40,000 bugs in Minecraft Bedrock, or between adding a new update because people complain if it's not there, and between adding more things which they've said from a few years ago? The truth is, Minecraft Bedrock is programmed by humans. It is a very ambitious project that works across a lot of platforms, and although I'm not saying we should give them a break for having a buggy game that costs people all of their stuff, when we have fun bugs like this, you're reminded of why it's kind of a beautiful game at the same time. Maybe that's just me, maybe you disagree, maybe it's time for you to go pee. All I know is this has been your boy IB, ex-Toycat, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe to Silent Whisper, again, one of the better Minecraft Bedrock channels out there in my opinion. Definitely a great source for a lot of things. Even the Enderman farm that I built a while ago, which sadly doesn't work anymore, was inspired by a design from him. Or in fact, I think directly a design from him. I followed the tutorial. I did that thing where you follow a Minecraft tutorial, and the fact that I could follow his says something interesting. Because most Minecraft tutorials are just awful. They're like, hey, we'll just do this easy thing that actually doesn't make sense to anyone who hasn't been doing it forever. Silent Whisperer does a good job of not falling into that, in my opinion. So yeah, if you want Bedrock tutorials about the fundamentals of farms and stuff like that, you can check them out on his channel. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you to Silent Whisperer for putting this together, and thank you to you for deciding to put up with me for the last certain amount of time, because I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye. just a quick little update right here. The moment I go back to playing Minecraft Survival after this, you know, just working on my Let's Play world, I find this llama right here, which, ignoring what it's doing to the other llama, for some reason this llama just has super speed. Or both of them do now, apparently. Why? How? I don't know. You just got bedrocked.